welcome to the Asian Chamber Chats podcast. Once again, we're back. My name is John Pham. I am your host for today. And I am very excited to have our next guest in the building. So she is one of our new board members in events. Her name is Miss Princess Cervantes. So please welcome Miss Princess. How are you doing today, Princess?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me today, John.
Well, we are glad that you came on. We've been planning this for a long time. So, but you know what? We finally made it happen, and you're here with us.
Yeah, awesome. When you say planning it for a long time, what does that mean?
You know, when's the last time I talked to you about this? Like, we're in November, right?
Yeah.
So, in September.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, we did have to reschedule, didn't we?
Multiple times, but we're now here.
Yeah, and I feel like this is our first time in this little studio?
Yes, this is our new Asian Chamber studio for all of our podcasts. Big shout out to Miss Scarlett. Thank you for getting it done. So Scarlett got everything set up, put together. And so,
Good.
you are our first guest in this studio.
There we go. Cool.
So, but yeah, let's get on to it. So, Princess, I know you for a while, but I don't know you well. So me, as well as the audience, please tell more about yourself, like who you are, your background, career, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. I'm actually excited to talk to you about this because you and I have been chatting, by text message, phone calls for months now.
Yep.
And I feel like this is the first time we're actually meeting and talking in person. So yeah, I think this is a great segue. So my name is Princess. I am the VP of Operations at Freestyle. We're a local marketing and advertising agency. We do all the full service things, graphic design, video, branding, all the fun stuff. But my role particularly at Freestyle is more on the back end side of things. So I handle the operations and the day-to-day, all the back end stuff, things that you don't necessarily see. And I work kind of behind the scenes. So that's what we do there. And then as far as my background goes, so I am Filipino American. And what that means to me is I was born in the Philippines. Both my parents are Filipino. And we moved here to Oklahoma City when I was 2.5. So I also consider myself an Okie because I've been here ever since. But yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So have you been back to the Philippines yet?
I have. So the first time I went back, I was 12 years old. And then we've been back probably every 2 to 3 years ever since.
Nice.
And the most recent time that we went back was actually this past June.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you the flight was long, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. It's like if you guys haven't traveled from one side of the world literally to the other side of the world, especially coming from Oklahoma, that's like 24 plus hours, plus the time change. It's insane. It's so tiring.
Oh, wow. How long do you usually stay there since you travel there? Since it's a long travel, how long do you usually stay?
Well, the ideal is 3 or more weeks, but, with life and work, that doesn't always work out that way. So at the very least, 2 to 2.5 weeks.
Okay, wow. Hey, you know what? That's still enough time to enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you still have family over there, correct?
Yeah, so my oldest brother still lives there. We have him on a petition actually to come to America, and it sounds like, fingers crossed, things are finally moving along. So
Nice.
hopefully we'll have some good news in the next year or so.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, and become a future board of directors of the chamber.
There we go.
There you go.
Honestly, actually, getting to meet people with the Asian Chamber has been really helpful for me, just to kind of hear other stories and immigrant stories, what they've been through, petitions, and all of that. So it's been great.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. That's awesome. So how long have you been with the chamber, and how did you get involved with the chamber?
Yeah. So a couple years back, I want to say it was probably around the time that the chamber first started. Jacqueline Sitt, she had reached out to me. We had coffee and had a great chat about what the chamber's about and, the beginnings of it. At that time, a couple of years ago, my life was just crazy. We had a bunch of stuff going on. So unfortunately, I didn't have the bandwidth at the time. But it kind of stuck in my mind ever since then. And so a couple years later, fast forward to last last fall in 2024, I finally was able to be like, you know what? I have a little bit of time now, and now I can get more plugged in with the chamber. So reached back out to Jacqueline, and then freestyle, we became members of the Asian Chamber.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay. How is it being part of the board of directors right now versus from the outside?
Um, it's definitely been very eye-opening. Since this is my first time in a seat like this, where it's very intensive in the type of work that you do and whatnot. It's been really great though, getting to kind of meet and get to know other board members and then other members of the Asian Chamber. So that's been really cool. It's definitely been teaching me just in the last few months to kind of figure out like how can I balance work, life, volunteerism, and all of that. So that's definitely been something that I've been kind of trying to learn is how to better balance all of these aspects.
Oh, wow. Like, I see you put in the work because, our gala's coming up. Mm-hmm. So I know you've been communicating with me and throughout the whole team. So upon, like, that and on top of your real job. So I definitely appreciate you being part of our board. And I'm excited that you're here and especially excited for the gala because, this is going to be a great one.
Yeah.
And I know that it's all from your work.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I think it has been so great getting to work with people like you, John, who have been so helpful and instrumental in getting this gala put together. I definitely could not do this completely by myself. And some of our team members with the Asian Chamber have been absolutely amazing at helping us get this through the door. But yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes on Thursday.
I know, a couple more days and we're there. So with that being said, what was your favorite part of, have you been to our previous galas before?
No, I actually have not.
So this is your first one?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's going to be a great time. What are you more excited to see with our gala this year?
Well, we've got a couple of performances lined up for our guests, so that's going to be fun. It's going to be on the 50th floor of VAST, the Devon Tower, so that'll be awesome. I'm really excited just to kind of see everybody come together and enjoy the party. This gala is for everyone who has worked so hard, not only in the Asian community, but, local businesses helping our community grow.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So now that you're in the chamber, part of the board of directors, for the younger ones that are aspiring to be a part of the chamber, what advice do you give them about, or what career advice would you want to give them to be aspiring to get in your position or any position within the chamber?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that is a really big deal to me, and I've said this before in other events that I've been with the chamber at. I personally am an introvert, and so it's been over the last 10 or so years of my career, it's been definitely a learning curve to kind of figure out where my place is in the community, being an introvert and being someone who's like, I get very tired after being around a lot of people all at once, and so I need my battery to recharge just all alone. But that doesn't mean that I don't love being around people and getting to meet people. So something that I would say for right now, as far as introverts go, who are up and coming and trying to figure out how to find their place, definitely find ways to come outside of your bubble, to network and get to meet people and get into the rooms that you want to be in. And then just kind of figure that out. You don't have to network every single day for an entire month. Do what works best for you. And then for those who are not necessarily introverts, who are also up and coming, wanting to invest in the community, that sort of thing, do your thing. You love talking to people, go meet new people. So that's what I would say. Awesome.
So now that you lived in Oklahoma, going back to your childhood, since living in Oklahoma most of your life, how do you see the Asian community, especially with our businesses, grow from when you were growing up to now? Like, what is your take on that? How do you see us growing, or how did you see us growing?
Yeah, that is a great question because, like, the first thing that pops up in my mind. So again, I was 2.5 when we moved here. I myself obviously didn't really know what was going on until I was a little bit older. My parents and my older brother and sister. So my brother and sister were in their like around 16 to 20-ish. So they already had an idea of what was going on and whatnot. And so, like, looking back now and kind of picking their brains, they tell me, like, yeah, life was really hard. We're looking for jobs and this and that. So it's been really interesting hearing their stories. But something that I remember growing up, we would go to what's now the Asian district. I don't know that it was formerly the Asian district back then, but I remember Cao Nguyen so well. The old building that they just tore down, that's where we would go all the time to go get our food and groceries and whatnot. So I remember that so vividly. And then, you know, as years passed, they grew the super cow, and so that's where we would go. And then just kind of seeing, like, the Asian district itself kind of boom, and then getting to finally meet more Asians, not just Filipinos, but, you know, Asians of all different cultures.
Yeah.
Here in Oklahoma City has been so cool.
Yeah, they tore down the old Cohen.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Oh,
just
wow.
recently.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that, but I do remember the old Cohen, though. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's small, and then they moved to the big one. Yeah. Don't we have, like, more Asian markets around the city now besides them?
We do. I think on 104th and Penn, that's where my dad goes a lot nowadays, just because it's closer to where they live. World Fresh International Market, that's another one. I think there might be a couple of other ones. There might be, like, a Korean one in Midwest City, too. I have to check out all of them, though, at some point.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. I don't really go. I usually just stick around the central or the north. So I don't know what markets are out there. But that's good to know. So what is your advice to people who are striving to start a business, want to be, you know, they want to get their foot in the door, but they don't know where to go to? What suggestion would you give to them?
Yeah. Well, this might be kind of a plug for the Asian Chamber, but also at the same time, from my experience, it really is just a matter of literally getting your foot in the door, going places, bringing yourself outside of your comfort zone, talking to people, even if you don't know what to say to them, like, figure out, you know, what things you might have in common with people. I think that's a great start, and yeah, it's just really important, definitely, like, getting to know people, especially, you know, if you're growing your network, especially here in Oklahoma City area. Everybody knows everybody here, and I think it's really great because, you know, it really helps our community building and working together.
For sure. And in the Asian Chamber, like, I love about, like, we are a resource for those. So, like, if anyone needs help or if anyone needs advice or direction, our chamber is here to help them, to assist them what they need. So coming to that, what is since we're about to wrap this up, I want to just shoot some just fun questions to you.
Yeah, let's do it.
We want to have fun with this. So what is your favorite Asian dish? But since you're Filipino, what's your favorite Filipino dish? And something that's not Filipino.
I'm glad you asked it that way, because I was thinking about that earlier, and I was like, well, I don't know if I'm being biased, but Filipino food, my favorite is called sinigang. It's like a tamarind sour soup, and you can use any kind of meat, like shrimp, fish, that sort of thing. But that's just always been my favorite growing up. And then other Asian dish, something I was thinking about just the other day that I've been craving. Have you ever had caramelized catfish?
I have not.
No? I think it's a Vietnamese dish. I don't know what it's actually, like, the actual Vietnamese term for it is, but if you've been to Golden Phoenix, they have amazing caramelized catfish.
Okay. I'll have to check that out. Is it deep fried?
I'm not sure. I don't think so, because it's like Like the sauce it's not very, it's a very thick sauce, so it's not soupy. I don't think it's
I
fried.
think I know what you're talking about. Oh man, my Vietnamese people are gonna be disappointed in me because I know what you're talking about. I just
Yeah.
can't think of the name.
Yeah.
But I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is it in like a little clay pot?
It is, yeah.
Ah.
Sometimes it's spicy. I try to ask them for not too spicy, and then you eat it with rice. Ugh, it's so good.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just forgot the name.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I don't blame you. My friend in college, we lived together, and she's from Vietnam. She was the one that introduced me to like all the Vietnamese foods, and she's like, Vietnamese food is exactly like Filipino food, and I'm just like, well, they actually seem quite a bit different because we don't have that in the Filipino side. So yeah, when I first had it, I was like, this is my go-to dish every time I go to a Vietnamese restaurant.
okay. Is there any Filipino restaurants that you recommend in OKC or metro area?
That's a great question. I know there are a couple food trucks out there. My sister's been raving about one of them, and I cannot find them. They're always like, they're elusive, or at least they're not in the area that I live in. But I need to hunt them down at some point. And then there's another Filipino restaurant that we've been wanting to try, but we haven't been there yet. I think it's called like Tita Gemma's or something. It's over in Midwest City area. Have not had to go, but plan to go at some point.
A lot of like restaurants going like beginning and building up. Is there any new restaurant that you like or love or have tried out?
Actually, so one of the things I've been wanting to do, so every time my friends are like, hey, let's go out to eat, usually I'm like, okay, let's go try this place. Especially because there's so many new restaurants out, and like, I feel like it's just so ever changing in Oklahoma City. There's another one, 24 Hour. I haven't tried that one yet. I have a friend who I just recently got her into pho, and so I was like, we'll have to go there at some point because I haven't been there yet.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out too.
Yeah.
I love pho. Pho is like my go-to meal.
Yeah.
Like,
especially when you're like, if you're feeling sick, oh my gosh, that's the best. It's better than chicken soup if you.
And we're in the weather. We're in the pho weather. So between September all the way till next September, it's pho season. It's pho season all year.
That's true.
But like the colder the weather, like the best. Like I love it.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Asian food in general.
Asian food in general is the best, period. I mean, shout out to all the other dishes. You know, we love all food, but Asian dishes, it just hits home. It's like comfort food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I love all food. I mean, I'm sure you do too.
We'll have to have an entire show just talking about food.
We should. And the foods that we do not like. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up, is there anything that you like to mention, talk about, what's coming up with our gala or this week in general, any events?
Yeah. So obviously Gala is going to be our top priority for the week. That will definitely be keeping us busy. And then after that, we've got a couple more events. We always have, lunch and learns, coffees and connects with Asian Chamber. Those are always really fun to go to. And especially if you've never been to any chamber events, for any of those who haven't been before, I think those are great ways to get involved and to start meeting people. And eventually you'll see the same faces over and over, which has been the great part of it, and like actually getting to know everybody. So that's been fun. And then other events that we have coming up, I think our next big one after the gala will be our anniversary party. So keep an eye out for that. And then after that, we'll be planning our second annual business conference. So that'll be exciting. The first round was first time that Asian Chamber did it, and that was when I first volunteered. So I didn't get to see the back end of all the workings there, but it turned out amazing the first time around. So I'm excited for our second one next year.
Right on. Like I'm excited too, and I'm excited your vision for it, because being in events, I know like it's work, but your vision is gonna do great things.
I appreciate it, and it's not just me; it's the vision of our Asian Chamber team. So.
That is true. That is true. So yeah, we are a team collectively. So. Well, Princess, thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. We appreciate you taking your time off and coming in. But Thank you so much. And, definitely check out our podcasts on YouTube and Spotify. The link will be on the bottom. Click, like, and subscribe. But other than that, thank you for visiting us at Asian Chamber Chats. My name is John, and we're out.